Well,
I thought that actually describes you really well, Joe.
You go outdoors a lot.
I think we're going to get
Absolutely. I'd like to go outside from time to time.
You film your stadium videos outdoors.
The coverage was as good as it
When's
could
our
have
guy
been.
coming?
The guy dives, misses the ball, deflecting the ball out a quarter of the field, and it looked easy. Like that's as good as coverage as you can have.
I didn't tell him the
Because
first
they're
pitch.
still scoring touchdowns. Well,
So I'll send him a picture to make sure he knows he comes out.
yeah.
He's like, he's his dad.
I have to show you the video. He's like,
I'm not saying he's in the Hall of Fame, but it's just,
it's like a reel, but it was.
he's his dad, but like, just all around the court.
He wasn't the one I was worried about. It was the fact that Stroud put it exactly where it had to be. I went, oh, this is going to be a problem. Because the coverage, like, if he's off a little, and then he did, Stroud was just off.
That one play, that defensive back from Michigan.
I love that he got you.
I was like, we're not even friends on Be Real. Where I'm supposed to be letting guys go past.
How good is Caleb Williams? Doesn't like Byron? Oh, Caleb Williams, the guy from
Happy
USC.
Sunday.
That's the number one pick.
No,
Yeah.
He's the top overall pick.
I think Sunday, Wednesday.
Good old Lincoln.
Unless Penn State gets a quarterback for the first time next year. With Kerry Collins, roaming the sideline.
Zach Mills is still going to make
Zach
it.
Mills. I covered Zach, dude.
Trace McSorley, man.
How's your fame?
He was a good quarterback.
He was Penn State's quarterback, he's been there like 18 years. Yeah, that guy's been there forever.
He's a guy that's going to get you to the outback.
I love that. Yeah. It's bring back the John Carter.
One of the best / worst quarterback controversies.
Joe, we can, I'll wear my hat too.
Penn State's
We'll support our respective brands.
They just,
and it was just.
or haven't had it for a while.
No, I just do this.
That's why you just send him out.
That's not Buffalo.
And it was
That's
like,
her brand.
started through, able to get it,
My sweat, I needed to dry.
That's it.
Look at Brady.
I think I might have my other
That's what they did in the
This conference.
Oh, she's ready to go.
because there was always the, well, if he doesn't play, he's gonna transfer, he's gonna transfer.
Maybe he's not much of a big deal.
Yes. Maybe you should leave.
Cool.
JJ McCarthy went on the airport to talk to Eric.
And didn't invite us.
The favor is already large.
It's a what? That's what I thought you said.
Oh, do you like go train? I thought this was just a photo op.
No, it was you go to the train, it's a 30-minute ride, and I'll see the picture later.
He's scary. Anyway, go.
How do you get that?
Okay, pretty good.
Okay, so 30 minutes.
He just doesn't feel like he's
Wait, that's a man. Why didn't you invite
I know, I'm
us?
sorry, next year for sure.
Do we want to hit the TVs before Sean gets in here? It's 5 hours.
It doesn't, I mean, as long as they're on, it doesn't bother me. I don't care. I mean, if the sound is off.
I think we can.
Did we all resign?
I think we should turn him on. That's my opinion.
Okay.
That's just my opinion. We have group decision.
Thank you.
I've been. put it over here.
Sorry, I didn't realize you were gonna have to get up. That's good.
Yeah, I agree, yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. No.
You see what we tweeted? Reflog or whatever it is. Oh, yeah. It's great.
So he did do anything with that purple letter, right?
No.
Yeah, it was like we had to do except for one. Yeah. Jets, but.
This guy. Great. You know the tickets cost that.
I watched Twilight. I came back yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I actually saw my friend Lily this time. We were both pretty seriously. So she, Elena, and I got dinner on Thursday night. It's not working out for her, so we're running. And then sorry, next on Friday we go to her house. So I just lost Mary after my noon checkout thing.
Trevor Simeon for his oblique almost. Trevor Simeon. Nathan Peterman to start.
Oh, my God.
All right, I'll go ahead and give you the injury updates for the day. So no practice will be Vaughn, Deion Dawkins, A.J. Epinesa, and then Roger Saffold will be on vet rest day as he's been the last several weeks here. And then due to illness, no practice. We've got a number of them again this week. Saran Neal, Jordan Poyer, Dane Jackson, Tyler Matakevich, Jaquan Johnson, Naheem Hines, Khalil, and Q Morris. And then we welcome back to practice Ike Butker, who's been through a long journey, and it's good to have him back, and certainly appreciate all that he's went through to get back. So with that, I'll turn it over to you.
John, are these just illnesses that are just, like bugs, that type of things, John, that are going through the team the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, I mean, probably you guys, it's out there, right? I mean, it's, families have it, and these guys are human beings, so they pick it up sometimes too.
Are you gonna be able to do, is it a team building day, or is it gonna be like last week where you couldn't do that because of the guys?
Yeah, we're gonna get in what we can with the pads on today and get through individual, and then one period of team, and then just service separately. Yeah.
Any update on Brett?
Yeah, he'll be out there. Yep.
I just wanna clarify, so Ike Butker's window will open today, is that correct?
He's practicing. I don't get into all the specifics, to be honest with you, Sal.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Derek, thank you.
Yes. I didn't want to say yes and then be wrong. So.
Sean, you look at after you watched the film the other day, could that have been Ed Oliver's best game as a Buffalo Bill? I mean, I don't know if to compare, maybe not thinking back 3 or 4 years, but given what he did, do you think that might have been as good a game as he's played here?
Yeah, probably his most complete game, run and pass, which is obviously good to see, and he's worked hard. He came off the injury earlier in the year there that he had, was out multiple weeks, and he's worked hard to get himself back to where he is, and the work he's put in with Coach Washington and Marcus, and he's done a real good job.
Where do you think he's made his biggest progress? From year one, obviously, to now. What do you think Leslie said the other day, this is what we envisioned when we picked him, but what do you think he's done to take these steps, particularly this year?
Yeah, I just think it's overall maturation for any player when you come into the league. learning how the league works, learning how to get yourself right every week to play at your best, perform at your best, the preparation that you have to go through to get yourself to play well in this league every week. And I think the consistency of carrying through with that is important moving forward.
Sean, how have you seen the young defensive ends game grow, maybe the ripple effect to being around Von Miller?
Well, I mean, when you're around Von, you get exposed to a multitude of tools, if you will, to be able to affect a quarterback, play defensive line, the intricacies of different things as it relates to playing the position. So, I would say that that's probably on the field the biggest thing.
John, you played 2 road games, 2 games in the same site in 5 days, which never been done before. Now you're going to play 3 road games in 12 days, never been done before also. What are some of the concerns, whether it be mental or physical, that you're trying to keep an eye out for when it comes to how you progress this week and how you get ready, and maybe not just with players, but with the staff too?
Yeah, we do what we got to do. That's the approach, and we find a way. And you want to make sure you get enough rest, and make sure you edit things out that don't really lead to the result we're trying to get, and stay in, kind of insulated in your process. So, it's you find a way to get it done, and we've got a resilient group, and they have to do their part too in terms of getting the proper rest that they need.
Xavier Rhodes got signed to the active roster with Christian Glenn on IR. What have you seen from him since he's joined the team? What have been your impressions of him?
Yeah, veteran player that's seen a lot of football, albeit in different systems. Now he's been with us a number of weeks, and he's been good to have around. He's very just respectful in the role that he had, and the role that he's been in, and I think he's helped some of the younger players as well, similar to Von, to the earlier question, and he's a true pro.
I think one fan had a good line today that the reunion tour continues with John Brown now back in the mix. What does it mean to get him back? A guy that, like a lot like Shaq, who had a lot of success for you guys a few years ago.
Yeah, I mean, he really did some good things for us. It was at 2020, I believe, and he's been out, a number of months now. So, we'll just see how quickly he can kind of get himself back into shape and go from there.
What was that process like, talking to him about what he's been doing, considering that he's been out all season?
Well, I mean, I think for a lot of these guys, the guys that want another shot, they're constantly working out, and that was evident that he had been working on his game, working on his body, and getting in shape and getting himself where he feels like he needed to be.
How about his experience? Just kind of what are some of the elements you see that, I mean, granted, it's bad, but just some of his strengths that he brings to the table? If he's healthy and ready.
Yeah, I mean, he would add to our team, and he certainly has some speed and experience in the system. He's played a lot of football in this league, so it's not going to be too big for him from that standpoint. So I think a little bit of what you're getting there.
Yeah, I might have missed it. Mitch Morse, is he going to practice?
He will practice, yeah.
The last Sunday, New England held the Jets to, I think, 6 first downs and 103 yards. Just what do you see from their, especially their defensive front?
Yeah, very good defense, much like Coach Belichick has groomed there for years. Very good defense. They're stout in stopping the run. They do a lot of things in the back end with in the various and multiple ways they play man coverage, and they've got a really good secondary. Obviously, McCourty's back there, and he's been back there for a long time, and just a veteran leader, and plays a lot of good football back there, whether it's run game, pass game, extremely smart. They got a very good defense.
These corners about as aggressive as you've seen their 2 corners?
They're good. They're really good. I had a chance to watch, television the other night a little bit when we got home and watch, how they defended Jefferson there, and I thought they did a fantastic job. They play well. They really do. They fly around. They've got a lot of different schematics that they use in the back end there, and I'm sure that's Coach Belichick's doing, and they do a great job.
Sean, I know divisional games are always important no matter where they land on the schedule, but haven't played the Patriots yet. It's almost December. You know, when you look at these two games, starting with this first one, is there a level of the added importance because it's so late in the season?
Well, I hope we have a healthy respect for every team we play, and it should be that way every week. Division games are always important. You know, we really try and focus on, when we start with that healthy amount of respect, Josh, to focus on our game, focus on improving, you know, the things we need to improve on. And there were certainly a lot of them from the last game. So I think that's, you know, we're going to go out and practice and try and improve those areas of our game right now.
Sean, you talk so much with Tre'Davious about balancing his competitive nature. He wants to be out there, but you guys doing everything that's safe for him. Is that any harder to do now that he's had a taste of an actual game of, you know, if there's still a ramp-up process, just reminding him that? What's that process like from here?
You know, it gets a little bit probably individually specific after a certain point, because now that he's been out there, you know, I thought he did a good job the other day, and you know, I know he wants to be out there even more, and you know, we look forward to that as well. So I just think it's more and more continuing that process of getting him back to where it's just, you know, when you play and you're so used to playing every week, I think that's a mindset and a routine, and then getting back into that probably more than anything.
So you expect them to play with even more of an edge after the historic beating that you gave them in the playoffs last year?
Yeah, I don't think last year, Jerry, you know, they beat us here at home, and then we beat them as well. So I think it's all of that is irrelevant to what happens, you know, this season, and you know, we got to do our best to get ourselves ready against a good football team.
If you were Belichick, you wouldn't remind your team of that? You don't think they need a reminder?
I'm not Coach Belichick. I'd like to have some of the wins that he's had.
Do you think Isaiah McKenzie needed a game like that last week?
I thought he did a real good job, and that was coming because of how he practiced the previous 2 weeks. And it's interesting to watch. Sometimes you put the work in, and you guys have all been through, we've all been through it. You put the work in, you don't see the results right away, but eventually you keep hammering away at it, it'll come. And I thought that was the case for Isaiah last week. He had, I thought, 2 really good weeks of practice, and then it really showed up for him on the field.
What kind of reminder is that for other guys when they see that, maybe that are struggling too? You see Isaiah as well. Like
Yeah.
you said, keep working at it, and then it does come.
Yeah, I mean, I think the season's like that, right, for all of us, whether you're a coach like myself or our coaching staff or the players in particular. I mean, you know, you see what Tyler was able to do, reset early in the game. That was just one game, but through the course of a season, there's going to be some highs and lows. There's going to be a little bit of a roller coaster ride at a time, and you got to be able to handle that and keep pushing and do the things necessary to get yourself ready to go. And I think that's important for us this week as well.
Sean, will Tremaine Edmonds practice today?
Yes. All right, thanks, guys.